Alright, so anyway, douchebags are at it again. They can't seem to understand why a beginner ain't the same as a advanced or a intermediate or a professional player. And they don't even seem to understand random notes ain't a melody anyway, is it? Is it? Right. They don't even know what that means. Yeah. Again. So, no one starts off playing the violin, not a child or an adult, perfectly. You have to learn the pattern of the instrument. Right? So, again, so, now, that's my fourth day of practicing the song, right? If you don't hear an improvement, that would be odd, right? But if you do hear a mild improvement, like I'm kind of getting a little bit better at playing it, right? So I just bought this instrument a month ago. It's been in the music shop for about a month. And again, now I am officially playing the violin and playing a song with it, right? Now I can kind of freestyle it, but you won't even let me do that, will you? Right, right. That means I can play it a little different, but even that's freaking you out for some reason, right? Like that ain't how real music works, right? Well, that's why I keep asking you questions. Well, do you think editing music is any different than a musical piece written by Beethoven or Bach? Right? It really ain't. It really ain't. By the way, it's still a musical piece, even if you edit it together. So, do you know what a delusion is, though? It's when you make something that used to be free and you charge people to do it, right? Right. That's a delusion, right? If something is free, right, and you can say what you want to say, yet you start telling people you can't say this or that, that's censorship, right? So there went freedom of speech out the window. Now, even if you're racist, do you not have the right to express that opinion? Sure, sure. You just don't have the right to actually enslave people or force people to do your bidding anymore. Now, but another form of slavery is censorship. Right. Now, do I want to hear the people on YouTube who are bullying me? No, but they have the right to do it, right? What they don't have the right to do, though, is accuse me of a crime without proof I committed a crime, for example. That's why we talk about things like my ex girlfriends or my ex wife or even my ex stepdaughter, who was 4 years old when I was briefly around her a few days. Whatever, whatever. But they're trying to make that an issue. Well, only a certain number of people even know I even had an ex wife. You know? It will be the people on base, my ex wife, my family, her family, and the girl's dad. Mm-hmm. But they're the only people who would even know I was even around her. Mm-hmm. Now, someone is delusional because my ex wife never said the child even came in there to me, right? So all I could do is ask you, how could I molest her when she was in there with her mother, right? And how do you know outside of that loop, right? Only 3 people were there: my ex-wife, me, and the daughter, right? And if you know something about it, we either talked about it later on, right? And we argued about it, what happened, right? Like the day I blacked out on base, right? But if we did that, you knocked me out on base, and I didn't really black out because of the fall. Mm-hmm. But I can't prove it legally, right? I can only say I was injured in an accident involving having to get into my room because I lost my key and what happened thereafter, right? That I recall. Mm-hmm. That's called blackout amnesia, right? That's all I can say happened as well. But if we talked about what a normal person would talk about in that situation, someone also might could have tried to kill me. That's why, again, I have to be careful with the people I've been around too, right? Just in case something else happens, like with my ex-girlfriends, right? Or I meet a new girlfriend, and they want to interfere in that too, right? See, if someone's interfering with my life to the point I don't know what's going on and black out, right? They either attacked me on base or I was knocked out by the window ledge. Mm-hmm. Right? Right. But there are always 2 choices, right? One you can't prove after you blacked out. Mm-hmm. Either way, either way. You don't remember hitting the concrete ledge, nor do you remember being knocked out. Mm-hmm. Either or, either or. You just faded to black and woke up in the ER. Mm-hmm. Which, even if you're attacked on base and you die in the fall, they're going to take you to the hospital as either dead or alive, too, right? Now, if you knock me out and I'm in a state of hibernation or something like that, mm-hmm, or my heart rate is lower or whatever, right? From a trauma. Mm-hmm. Once I get away from you, if you cause me that trauma, the Lord can step in anyway. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to make you believe that, but it's all I can suggest might have happened, right? Now, mm-hmm. But if I was attacked, they gotta make sure I'm what before they bring me around the back if I'm telling them the whole story too, right? Dead. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when you learn a new piece, right, you got to learn the notes in that piece, right? So right now I'm in my 4th day of practice, right? I'm not necessarily good or bad at it, right? But I'm doing okay with it, right? I'm kind of progressing in a way, but I still don't have certain techniques a true violinist has who's a professional violinist. But I probably have the same techniques of a beginner, maybe a little bit more advanced because I do know a little bit more about music itself. And I got a good singing ear and listening ear to music. I got both. I can both hear the music and repeat what I hear, right? Which means I got both a hearing ear and a singing ear, right? Where I can impersonate sounds, right? And again, all I'm saying, all you're saying. So anyway, like I told you before, I might can do it on another instrument though better, say the trumpet. So that was flawless. It's the whole point. Still breathing. Still breathing. Now, if someone's hiding something from you, right, they're gonna, like in My Cousin Vinny, show you a card. But they want you to think the card is a break, but it's really just a playing card, right? Remember that line from that movie that Joe Pesci said as the actor playing Vinny.